Welcome back to the Daily Doji. This is the first live stream of this new channel. It is the 46th Daily Doji. I was doing them on my main channel. This is a channel dedicated to this completely, so make sure to subscribe. And if you're seeing this in the replay, hit the bell icon once you subscribe, because then you'll be notified as soon as I go live. All right, welcome in. Let's get strapped in. Today we're doing Dogecoin technical analysis. Not only are we doing Dogecoin Elliott wave principle, but we're also doing Wish, NAKD brands, GNUS brands, and Wish isn't the name of the company. Wish is the name of the, Wish is just their symbol. It's called Context Logic. So we'll check that out. And first we're going to get going with Doge. So let me see the thumbs up. If you like this, if you get value out of this, make sure to leave a comment. This is my brand new channel, so it might take a little while to get all my previous viewers alerted to that this exists. So your comments and your likes help a lot, because then YouTube algorithm will actually start sharing my video. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate all the support recently for even making a new channel. I did it because people keep asking me for more and more, so I'm excited. Let's get right into Doge. There's been a lot of action going on, especially in the new alerts group I made. We have a new member in there, and I've been teaching a lot in there. So if you're interested in getting these alerts, let me know in the comments or reach out to me. There are links in the description, because that's been exciting and there's been a lot going on. So first I'm going to zoom out and start on the daily chart. All right. Now there's a lot drawn on here already, but if you've been following my videos, then you have probably seen this chart already. It's all marked up. I've got all kinds of subwaves and mini waves marked. I'll put the playlist below from my previous channel, because I have at least 50 videos about crypto and stocks, technical analysis. So if you're interested in this, definitely subscribe, because they're going to be on this channel from now on. But I do have 50 videos on my main channel about this kind of thing. So all the way back here we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up. That was the bull market. Classic Elliott wave pattern. Then the reason I have this big colorful thing right here is because this is the Fibonacci retracement tool. If you don't know how to use this, I have a whole module on it in my course. And my course is in pre-launch right now. There have been a couple people doing the beta test for me, but they're pretty much all the way through it. So I'm going to start accepting new clients soon. Just reach out to me and let me know if you're interested. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. And then as you can see these lines, like I said, I explain these in more detail in the course, but basically these are the resistance lines that it's common to fall to. And as you can see, it already fell to the 0.786. These are Fibonacci lines, and that's almost 80% down. So Doge, since the top, went all the way down almost 80%. There were a couple good buy opportunities and trades here. And as always, disclaimer, trade at your own risk. Just because I'm doing something doesn't mean I'm recommending you to do it. This can be risky, especially crypto, and especially in a bear market or in a correction like this. So be careful. I advise learning as much as possible before taking any kind of action. You can also trade in a paper trading account and not use any of your own currency. So if you're not confident about trading yet, just use a paper trading account until you feel confident. That to me is the easiest way. A lot of people just jump in before they're ready. So I learned this about 5 years ago, and it took me a little while to I understood it pretty quickly, but it took me a little while to get the confidence. So that can take a little bit of time, but it's not going to happen just FOMOing or waiting for Elon to tweet. It's going to happen from learning as much as possible. So on the 1 hour, see on the daily, let me go back just there. On the daily, we're still below the 200 wave moving average, or 200 moving average. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. I appreciate that. This is the first real live on this new channel, and you are the first thumbs up on the first new live. So thank you so much. Getting the ball rolling on the right foot. So we're still under this 200 EMA, which is that white line right there. That means it's an average of 200, and in this case, it's days. So whatever time frame we're on, it's 200 of that time frame. So if you change the time frame, it's going to look a little different. On the daily, we're still under, we're in a bear market underneath this white line. Also, we're underneath most of the moving averages. So I've been expecting a 3-wave pattern up to around 28 or 29-ish. It's been taking its sweet time. And let's zoom in closer to see if it's even going to happen or if I need to change my count. And again, if you want to see how I came up with the previous counts, all those other waves that are already labeled, you can see me doing that in my older videos. All right, so here's the 1 hour. So we're above that 200 moving average. We're above that on the 1 hour. And if I'm not talking, it's just because I'm looking at these patterns. So I was expecting this to do a 3-wave pattern up. If that was the top of the first wave, and if this is the sideways, then this wave might look more like something like this. And let's measure this one. Let's measure how long this first wave was, if this is the 3-wave pattern up like I think, and see how high it might go from there. So it might go almost up to this line I have drawn here for another reason. So I first thought it would go up more, and it very well might. But for now, up around that line is a decent target for the next wave. However, we're just floating in between. There's no good signal on the RSI at the moment. And if you go back here, you can see there was a similar wave. I'm expecting this to go 1, 2, 3 up. Well, you can see this went 1, 2, 3, and that first part of the wave did have the first half. So this still could be happening. However, that middle wave, see how long it's going? sideways. So this one went sideways a little bit and then went back up, but there was the middle wave right there, that B wave. If that was an A, B, C, D, E, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this was a wave B coming across. I'm expecting something like that, but what I'm seeing is a lot more sideways action than I was expecting. But the reason for that could be as corrections go on longer and longer, they can start to drag on as far as it can be a similar shape pattern, but the timing can be different. And sometimes the corrections can become more and more complicated as they go. So we're on top of this moving average now, on the 30-minute as well. And we bounced off of it around 19 cents, 19.2 cents. And then it did not come back below. Right here we crossed below it just for a little bit on the 30-minute. There was a 3-wave structure down right there. And here's what I did see. Let me show you this Elliott wave. I saw 3 waves come down right here. A lot of sideways action. And then I saw 3 more waves. Well, that didn't happen. And I saw 3 more waves right here. I think this was the bigger wave would have been 1, 2, 3. Let me change the color of this. The internet is going slow today. Some days I have no problem at all. Other days it seems to lag. So thank you for hanging in there. All right, so this looked like a 1, 2, 3 going sideways. And now, is this starting a new wave up, or are we still going sideways? Thankfully, we're over top of this 200 wave moving average. So that's a good sign. If it continues to stay trending above that line, that was a good trade. And right here would have been an entry on the moving averages where they crossed. And that's just on the 30-minute chart. Depends on what time frame you're looking at. Depends on what time frame you're trading. So the longer time frames, like the hour or the daily, weekly, monthly, those are longer trades, like long term. 1 hour and shorter are more like swing trades, but the 1 minute, 3 minute, those are more used for scalping, which is usually a percentage of a fraction of a percent. However, with Doge, I've been considering scalping are more like swings because they've been going like 5% or so. So that's one of the reasons I've been trading Doge, because the scalping is good because it's so volatile. However, the volatility is also bad because if you're wrong, then you can get wrecked. So that's why I'm using a lot of different indicators, and I'm being cautious, even though I have more of a risk tolerance compared to most people. So if you don't have much of a risk tolerance, then this might not be the thing for you. But if you feel comfortable with the trading, then you're probably fine. But if you're cringing if it goes down, then you probably are trading with too much, or you're not ready to trade yet. So you can use a paper trading account for free, And I mean, Webull has it, Ameritrade has it, I think eToro has it. So you can just like, it's like a video game where you can practice and not necessarily risk your cash as a beginner. If you're not a beginner and you're here to just hone in on your Elliott waves, it looks like here was the 1, 2, 3 down, and this could be the beginning of the next wave up. That's what I'm hoping, although we did have a buy signal early this morning at like 7 a.m. where I am, but it wasn't the best buy signal ever. But there was a slight signal. And if you're interested in the group, the premium group, oh, I have a free group on Facebook. And I also have a premium group on Telegram. So join the free Facebook group. I just started it recently, but I've already been posting in there. And there's a good amount, people are already joining in. And also there's the paid group on Telegram where I actually give the buy and sell alerts. But, well, it's not really, it's a lot in there actually. There's a lot of info, not just alerts, but that's where I've been posting alerts. And again, trade at your own risk. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I'm just really fascinated by Elliott waves. And that's what I'm interested in. And you can apply them, and these other things that I talk about, I usually talk about the sell signals and buy signals up here in the RSI. And in my program, I talk about the MACD and the moving averages. But Elliott waves are very interesting by themselves. And for me, when you combine them with the other methods, wow. All right, so that's it for now for Doge. As you can see on the 5-minute, we're underneath the 200 moving average. Just popped down below it. And since this looks like some type of 1, 2, 3 right there, or this could be the wave 2, and it could make a third wave down right here. Or it could be like this, and this is the next wave heading up. But these sideways movements, all this sideways action is difficult to track. And like I said, there was a little bit of a buy signal over here, but it wasn't amazing. So could have scooped up a little around this price. Of course, it's not as good as, when back here when it dipped around 16, that made a better signal. All right, let's move on to the next one, the next chart. Let's check out naked brands. These are something, the reason I'm doing these ones is because in a group that I joined, people were talking about this, and I just thought I would check out some companies that people in groups are talking about, just to kind of see if you were trading via online groups, which I would not do, what kind of stuff you would find. Okay, well this is, wow, this is a weird looking chart. So what I'm usually looking for is an Elliott impulse 5 waves up. Do you see one here? I'll give you a hint because I don't. This looks like some kind of correction. Just what I would say with this one is that it doesn't look like there's a solid foundation on the weekly. Let's look at the daily and see if it's any different. Again, I'm just talking about this one because someone was posting about it in a group. If you have any symbols that you want me to do technical analysis for, leave a comment and I'll do them right now or in the next video. Okay, so back here in 2018, there was some kind of spike. Whoa! What? Did that go from $130 to $1,000 back in 2018? Wow, that was insane. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. And if there are any symbols that you want me to check out, leave a comment. And actually, just leave a comment anyway, because it'll help me out a lot. If nobody comments, then YouTube will not show anyone my video. So, wow, that was insane. A rocket all the way from 140 all the way to over 1,000. Then it came crashing back down. 1, 2, 3 at least. This, and then we'll try to zoom in a little here and see what's going on. But it went all the way from $1,000 down to 50 cents. That's crazy. Well, the people that were shorting it at the top, they were pretty happy. And then we rocketed above the moving average back here in January from 65 cents to $3.40. Wow, insane. That would have been crazy to be. That's pretty good. 60 cents to $3. That's exponential gain. And then we've got another 1, 2, and 3 coming down, and 1, 2, 3 up. Is it starting a new correction? So this one does not look like a good buy on the daily yet. Let's take a look at the 1 hour and see what's going on here. So we're under that moving average, the 200 again. I've been talking about this. For if you're just tuning in, I mentioned this several times in the video. So there was kind of a buying opportunity right here. Because as you can see, the RSI came down. This is on the 1 hour. Then it came down again. Then it came down again 3 times. I'm getting some kind of lag and it won't let me draw. Come on. You can do it. You can't do it. Suddenly it's not allowed. Okay, here we go. I will not tolerate failure. All right, so that was a good buy signal right there for the 1 hour, because it dropped down, dropped again, dropped 3 more times, and as the price continued to go down, the RSI did not. So it was resisting right here. Wasn't coming down below that on the RSI. This is called the relative strength indicator, and I have a module about this in my program, just about that, and I've been talking about it in a lot of my live videos that were on my previous channel. This is the first video on this channel, so I'm going to be doing them all here from now on, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when I go live. So that was a good setup because you can see, at least that's for me. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just talking about how I trade personally. So here, this did not go down any farther, but the price dropped. And then it happened again. and it went wham, 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 and tried going 3 times. So the farther that the price went down, that was the good buy. And usually it's on, like, you know, the third time, not always. So that's why you don't go all in right there. If it went below on the RSI, you don't just suddenly FOMO all in. Wait until it creates a pattern like that, and then still don't FOMO all in, but you can ladder in, so that if you did get a little bit right there, maybe a fraction of your trade, however much you plan on putting in on the trade, just put a little bit in at a time, each time it falls, and you'll get better at it to where you'll get better at it to where you know what percentage you want to do with each single order. You could have taken a nibble here, and when you saw this better signal here, you could have went more in there. And then, well, that was the exit right there, so that could have been the exit, and where it popped above the moving average. Now, I'm just talking hypothetically, because whatever this brand is not doing well. So it's definitely a risk until something changes on this chart. Like something, it doesn't have a good foundation right now to clearly get in. It could just go on and on and on sideways or down. I mean, it was all the way down at 5 cents. And there was a good signal for that too. See these trending up? Even though they're down, they're making higher lows. So this low is a little bit higher than this low on the RSI. Does that make sense? This low is even higher than this low and this low, but the price kept going down. So right around there, oh, and then there was an earnings report. So right around, oh, then it was down pretty low, but the RSI was not even below 30. So that would have been actually the best buy signal yet, when it didn't even come down below. But the same pattern was happening. Does this pattern make sense to you? All right, yeah, if you would have gone in at 4 cents or something and then it rocketed to $3, woohoo! But now that's not the case. So, interesting. All right, what's the next symbol? Mike M, hello, welcome to the live. Nice to see you. And Eddie said, Mike said CCIV. Okay, will do. Eddie said, quick question. I have a friend, has a child support. Has child support? Can they go into his crypto wallet? You mean he pays it or he's getting it? If he's, I don't know. The government is not, that's through the state or whatever, depending on what state they live in. Yeah, right. As if the state, have you ever been on a government website or anything? It's usually like 20 years and usually looks like 1995 or something. So I wouldn't expect that, no. But thank you for commenting, Mike and Eddie. All right, I'll check out CCIV before I look at, I'm going to look at 2 more next. The NAKD brands, oh, I just did that one, and GNUS brands. Okay, CCIV, let's see here. There we go. I did the analysis on this one several days ago. Oh, I think I even bought some of it. I just bought like one share to keep track of it, and I haven't even looked at it. So, looks like I mapped that out. I think it's up since I got it. Obviously, we have an impulse wave here of some sort, and then a correction that is... Did I measure this in the last one? Measure it again. Oh, that wasn't the right tool. Wrong tool. Okay, this one. Let's see. To the top of the wave. Okay. So we already came down to the 0.786. Below it even. And then came back up and tested the 200. And then I think I bought right around there too, because it looked like it was going to reject and start making new waves up. But let me look in closer, because that looks like it could have been 5 waves. I probably counted it in my last video. This looks like it could have been 5 waves right here. What? This is giving me a problem. Bear with me. Well, I don't know why I'm getting a bunch of lag today. I have the fastest internet ever, and some days it's perfect, and then randomly it's slow. So thank you for your patience. And this looks like it could have been 5 waves up, like that. If so, that could be the beginning of a new bull market. It needs to stay above this white line, though, that 200 moving average. Right now, it's right on it, actually. It went below it. I mean, sometimes it can dip below it, but we need to, if it's a bull market, because this looks like a correction, ABC correction. If so, if that is really 5 waves and then 1, 2, 3 down, then this could be the, if it goes up from here, this could be the new bull market starting, but I'm not 100% on it because it's hard to call the exact end of a correction. And the reason why is that Elliott waves can make a double correction or a triple correction. I know that sounds ridiculous, but basically it can have one correction here and then go up and fake people out and then keep going back down or sideways. So this right here could be the beginning of another part of the correction, or it could be the next wave up. Depends on what we see. If this 200 moving average rejects it, or if it comes up above it, and if it continues making some kind of 5 wave patterns, that's a good sign. But this could be counted a couple different ways too. This could have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. Oops, not like that. So, actually, yeah, that kind of looks more like it. And then this looks like 1, 2, 3, expanded flat 5. So this could have just been an ABC. Depending on these subwaves. I tend to be a little on the bearish side, just to be totally honest, just because people get so psyched out about and think that it's just going to go up forever, and I think it's easy to predict what those people are going to do wrong. The people that are just blindly bullish. I'm not a perma bear, and I'm not a perma bull. I try to kind of, I'm a little bit bearish, but also, of course, I'm a little bullish on some things like silver, some others. But yeah, with this one, if this was a 1, 2, 3, then this could be a new correction coming back down. So even though I did buy a little bit here, this 5-wave pattern, this one, let's get in here closer and try to count these subwaves. And then I'll do the next symbol. So Mike said the bank stripped his regular bank? Oh, I see what you're asking, Eddie. You're asking if the government can come after him and get his crypto? No, I don't think so, but that's that's I don't know the situation. I don't want to butt into it. I know how difficult that kind of thing is. But yeah, that's not the most honest thing, but I don't think the government could come after you for that. I'm not sure. I didn't understand your question at first. So the bank took his money out of his account because he didn't pay child support, and then he's trying to use his crypto. Oh, rough situation. It's a struggle out there. The struggle is real. Thank you for whoever else gave a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Mike said CCIV just had a merger approved on Friday, and now they will trade as LCID starting Monday. Oh, interesting. Well, if they just had a merger, who did they merge with? A merger isn't always good. I mean, depending on the situation, though. Actually, it doesn't matter if it was good or bad. What matters is what people's reaction to it is going to be. So the action will show up on the chart. The price action will show what people are thinking. Lucid Motors, okay. So right now it's called Churchill Capital Corp. And then, well, since it could have just started a bull market, I mean, it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. It's supposedly the next Tesla. Well, thanks for bringing it up. You could wait for a breakout. If it breaks out above 29 or above 30 and then stays up there, to see if this little correction is done. But yeah, if it starts tomorrow, if this just starts breaking out tomorrow, that could be interesting. Like I said, I only own a tiny bit of it. So we'll see what happens. Very interesting. I'm just taking another look at that to see if that was 5 wave. Definitely could be 5 waves. I mean, this wave, yeah, wave, if that was wave 3, it's taller than wave 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and those could have been the subwaves. So let me look closer in here. I got distracted by comments. Which is a good distraction. Keep commenting. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get out our trusty Elliott wave tool here. There's a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. And then a 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. And then 4, but it overlapped. That's okay sometimes on a wave 1 if it does like a leading wedge. Doesn't exactly look like one, but one. Yeah, that wave 1 is overlapping a lot. It doesn't completely rule it out. Then we've got a correction right here. Then we've got either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another correction right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So is this? Let's see if this wave 1 is long enough, or if the wave 3 is too short. Wave 3 has to be longer than wave 1. Oh, it's going to be, I can already tell. All right, well, that checks out. All right, well, that could be 5 waves up right here. And then that would be 1, 2, 3, though. So I could spend all day doing this, honestly. Let's see, we've got some comments coming in. Eddie said, thanks, Mike. Eddie said, thanks, Daily. You're welcome. My first platform, I had AMC on stockpile, but when it went under $3, I couldn't do anything. Stockpile just had sell on it? What? You couldn't buy more? Wow! That's infuriating. I feel your pain on that one. Mike said ZOM. All right, I'll check ZOM out after this. Right now, I'm trying to measure this wave right here to see if somehow this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because that would be what people are wanting, probably. So I mean, there's some overlap here, which might be okay on a first wave. Usually, you don't want the wave 1 and wave 4 overlapping. on Elliott wave because it's wrong. So, but sometimes on a wave 1, which if this little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a wave 1, then it happens like that once in a while. So it's not, doesn't totally invalidate it. So if this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is like 1. I'll have to go in closer for this wave because it's messy. You got a new sub? Awesome! I just started this new channel. I had, on my main channel, I had over 50 crypto videos, but since I was originally making videos about health, I didn't want to alienate all my original subscribers. And since I started doing daily Doges 5 days a week, or daily Doji, I've been doing these 5 days a week, so I started a new channel, this one. So this is the new Daily Doji channel, and I should be doing 5 videos a week on this channel. So make sure to hit the bell icon so that you get notified when I go live. And I'm starting from the ground up in a brand new channel. So I appreciate all the comments and likes I can get, and subscribers and anything. Because it is a lot of work doing this, actually. All right, so this wave right here, yeah, I don't think this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because there's too many weird things, and I feel like I'm trying to force it. So it's probably a 1, 2, 3. Yep. If it's not working like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's just not, it just doesn't fit, then it's not. So here I see 1, 2, 3, and then correction. And then 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, well, there's a little 1, 2, 3 right there, and then 1, 2, 3 right here. So it's a, did it click? 1, 2, and then this 1, 2, 3 is the 3. That's wave 1. This is wave 2 right in the middle, and then wave 3 is something like 1, 2, 3, correction. Usually when there's 7 swings like this, if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that means it's a 1, 2, 3. When it looks like a 7, sometimes they call them a 7 swing. That looks more like it, but that's not as good of a news. So I don't think we're necessarily in the clear. Oh, there's another wave up though. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's also a 7 swing. So this 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3 is 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 2. This is 1, 2, 3, break, 1, 2, 3. You see that? I know it took me a few minutes, but Thanks for hanging in there. 1, 2, 3, like that. And then there was an in-between, 1, 2, 3. And here is those are the subwaves. So the reason it's a WXY and not an ABC is because ABC, here's a free lesson for you. I talk more about this stuff inside my program. It's in pre-launch right now, and it will be officially launching soon, but I am accepting clients into it right now. So if you want to learn how to trade with technical analysis and not just FOMOing in and out when someone tweets something, I recommend it's better. It's a better way. Even though it's not 100% foolproof, it's much better. It gives you some predictive power. So even though it's not perfect, well, it's perfect, but you know, as humans, we're not perfect. So reading it can be challenging. So that's an ABC, and they have subwaves of 5. And this middle wave is also a 3. Does that make sense? There's a free lesson for you. And, well, this is all a free lesson, actually. And then, see, it's different than the WXY, because this just has 1, 2, 3 as the subwaves. Does that make sense? All right, let's see. Eddie said, my main coin is Doge. My second is SHIB. Me too. I've been trading Doge the most because, well, I'm like long term. I'm not holding Doge on purpose. I'm just doing some swings, but I'm trading Doge in the short term because I feel like it's the most volatile and kind of the easiest to read, for me anyway, so far. Eddie C said the little ones I spotted and gut feeling are VET and VTHO. What do you think, sir? Let's check them out. Wait, there are a couple I didn't do of Mike's yet. Mike said ZOM. And is there any other ones I missed too? Okay, let's check out ZOM. And I did have one more that I was going to do from the beginning, and then I'll do ZOM. And then I'll do VET and VTHO. All right, also, if you're tuned in and you have any questions other than a symbol for me to check out, feel free to post them now. Because at the end, when I'm finished doing the TA, I'll do a Q&A if there is time. Okay, so Genius Brand looks kind of like one of those other ones we just looked at. Let's look at the weekly first. Is that it? Started in 2015. All right, so let's see. Wow. Not looking good. A giant correction is all that I can see. And is this part of the correction, or is this a new wave 1 and 2 starting? That's probably what everyone wants to know. Oh, I saw a good buy signal back there. Look at that buy signal on the weekly. And again, when I say buy signal, I'm talking about for myself. I'm not telling you what to do. You know, we might have different strategies or risk tolerance, or, you know, it's challenging in general. So sometimes I make it look easy. Sometimes it is easy, but I always teach to fear and respect the Elliott waves. Just like the surfers fear and respect the ocean. Because you can get wrecked. If you get too cocky and you think you're invincible, you can get chewed up and spit out. So that's why I try to stay level-headed even though when people call me the Doge guru and the Doge master, I definitely don't feel like that, and I don't want to feel like that because then I'll get cocky. And right now I feel like I'm focused and logical, and that's kind of what you want to be. You don't want to be emotional or on an ego trip when you're trading. At least that's what I'm recommending. And I'm recommending stuff that works for me. So test it out in a paper trading account and see for yourself. Wow. Well, anyway, that looked like a good buy opportunity right down there at the bottom. Oh, around like what, 11 cents or something? And then, wow, went up to $11. Awesome. And then it cracked the bucket. We're below the moving average that I've been talking about. That's not that great. Well, it's good if you're waiting to buy, but let's see. Can we count any of this? All right. Swings are swinging pretty good. What is Genius Brands? What do they sell? Is it something I'm familiar with? All right, let's see. So there was the top. I just want to see just the correction on the screen. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So it dropped. Let's count these waves. This lag is the only reason I'm being calm is because I'm live on video. Otherwise, I would be screaming about the lag, throwing a comedic fit that would be funny to everyone else. Okay, well, kind of looks like like a 5-wave down, but I have to zoom in on this correction. We have 8 people watched so far. It was hard to make a new channel when my original channel is doing really well. But my other channel was originally about business and then health and wealth. But I have a lot of videos about alkalinity and health that are life-changing on my other channel, and so I didn't want to keep. I was doing daily Doge on here, and then people are still seeing my old videos and wanting more alkaline videos. So I thought I'd better start a new Doge channel just for Doge. But now I have to start from the ground up. And there's only been... So it's going to be hard for a couple months. Probably maybe a few months to catch up to my original channel. So this is an experiment. We'll see how it goes. I hope I don't have to switch it around again, because this was a lot of work. All right, so just trying to get a count on this wave. I see a lot of overlapping. Looks like, actually, now that I zoom in here, possibly A, B, C, D, oh, A, B, C, D, E. F, G. It can do more. It can go F, G. It can keep going, but that's if these are waves of, let's see, these waves of 3 subwaves. Also, that could have been done. This could have been a wave X, and this could have been a second correction. It came down 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 like that. Because, like I keep saying, there can be double corrections. One, two, three, like that. And there can be triple corrections, which it looks like this was 3 going up. Now, what do we have here? Did this come all the way down there? And then what? Let me see. Is there more off screen? Did it make a new low? Yes. Oh. Oh, I'm getting alerts on Doge. Alright, let's see. Oh, Doge alert. Oh, where are they popping everywhere? We'll get back to Doge in a second. Trying to map an obnoxious correction. 1, 2, 3. Well, this looks, it could be like this. A, B, C, D, E. Was that the bottom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like the last wave had a 5 wave coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. So that could have possibly been the bottom right there. But 1, or I mean, it hit the same spot again. Come down again. Oof, that is not an impulse wave, though. Okay, let's zoom out to the daily. Oh, that was all the way before. Okay, so we mapped out some of this correction to, but it just goes on and on and on. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3. So this was a 1, 2, 3 coming up. At least that's what it looks like. So, is it starting a new correction? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or is this an expanded flat? Is this 1, 2, 3, and this is 1, 2, 3? Now we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming down, and it might correct up to a little to like $1.80, and then go make another wave down. Interesting. Well, it still looks like it's in the correction. So let's go to the next symbol. All right, ZOM, is that the next one? ZOM, ZOM. Let's get some ZOM going. VOM? I accidentally typed VOM. A little bit of entertainment during our super serious technical analysis. All right, let's look at ZOM. Okay. All right, let's look at the weekly and see how old this is. All right, it started back in 2016. This could have been a 5-wave up if before the IPO, if was down there, and then it could have went 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is it looks like an A, B, C, D, E, and then there was the 5th wave. Just on the weekly, it just was a stick straight up. That could have been 5 going up. I can't see the previous data, but this was like pre-IPO when it was probably worth nothing at first. So that could have been 5 waves up, and then 1, 2, 3. What is that? Let's take a look at that dip. Not this one, the previous one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 5th wave down does not look very good. Looks more like 1, 2, 3. Correction, 1, 2, 3. Because I don't see a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. And then it went up again, and then it did another correction. Then, let's see what this spike. This looks obviously, oh, Doge alerts going off. I'll get back to Doge. This looks just like 1, 2, 3. So I don't think that correction is done. So this is some kind of 1, 2, 3, and then an X wave and another 1, 2, 3 is coming. Probably coming down. I don't know exactly where it will end up, but on the daily, it dipped down here. If it keeps going lower on the price, oh, that's a negative. It won't go. I don't think it'll go negative. But anyway, if it keeps doing that, but then the RSI keeps making higher lows, then it might make a buy signal. Like, I don't know if it'll do exactly like this, but somewhere down here, if it makes that correct pattern, keep an eye on it. And if you want in on the Telegram group, that is, I have a free Facebook group that you can join for free, and a premium Telegram group that, you know, once you join the Facebook group, just message me and I can get you in, give you the details of the premium group. It's been a lot of action going on so far. All right, let's see. So let's check out VET, VET. What is that? VET, Vermilion Energy, Inc. Interesting. All right, let's take a look. Well, we just dipped below the 200 moving average on the daily. Let's see. Let's go to the weekly. Okay, so, well, the issue with this chart is there's no foundation. There's no bull market yet to go off of. So, I mean, maybe pre-IPO there was something. Because there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't know before that. There's no data. So, oh, that's negative anyway. It came back to almost, wait. It came back to almost negative. Wow. So yeah, it wouldn't have done that. That's negative. Okay. Wow, yeah, so maybe down there would have been, although there wasn't really a buy signal on the, oh, that's the weekly chart. So let's see on a shorter time frame if there was a signal there. I mean, it was definitely a good buy, because now we can tell in hindsight it's 7 times that, almost. And it did cross above, on the daily, it crossed above, the moving averages did a crossover right around here. Now it's dipping back below, but if it comes back above and then fans out, like see how these moving averages are like fanning out really wide as they get low? The farther it gets from the moving average, the 200 especially, the more of a signal that is, which is an additional signal to all the other signals that I have. And the same thing, but opposite on the upside. So if this same thing but flipped upside down and these are getting gapped in between, if that starts happening up here and it's a new bull market, we'll see. But right now it just crossed below that line. So if it keeps going down, I mean, there's not that much room to go down, but it could, I mean, it's at $7. It could definitely go more, but let's see, 1, 2, more. 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could have been a 5-wave down at the very end. No, that is a 1, 2, 3. Well, it looks like a 1, 2, 3 right there with subwaves of 5. So this could have been a WXY, and then this came up and was an X, or 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, this right here was an X, and then this could have been a Z, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could have been the bottom. It was, I mean, it was pretty low. It was around like $1. So that could have been the bottom. However, we have to zoom in and see if we have any 5 waves taking off since then, or we could just do another sideways correction until everyone loses interest, and all the people shorting it are gone. Okay, so it looks like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Because yeah, this one didn't do five. This last wave didn't have a fifth wave up. It just went down. So 1, 2, 3. So I think it's going to be more correction, but make a new low. And there's not much more room, but it could come up another wave to that, to like 750 or 770-ish towards this moving average on the 1 hour before it goes back down, maybe. This was a good sell. Wow, talk about sell signals. That would have been the first alert. You don't necessarily sell right there. There was a decent sell. There, when it tried again, when it keeps, it's coming down on the RSI, you see that? It's going up on here. So ideally, that would have been, if you had ridden it up from $1 something, that would have been awesome to get out around 9. And then you could get back in when it's done making its next wave down. All right, let's see. Let's try the last one, I think, VTHO. And thank you so much for commenting and for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. VTHO. Okay, this is a crypto. Let's check it out. Ooh, what's that? What's that? Fraction of a cent. I like that. Fraction of a cent. Ooh, crikey. Wow, that sure was a crash from what, 4 cents? Oh my gosh. All the way back in 2018. Wham! People did not like it at 4 cents. They wanted it at 0.0004. Jeez. That was a pretty insane crash. All right, well, I see it kind of looks like 5 waves up, but what is that? It's not what I meant. Right here. What is this precursor to this wave? 1, 2. Well, I see 5 waves clearly right there. This here is, what is this? A failed part of the correction? Or is this part of the first wave? From what I can see, the 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if this is some crazy trick and it's still the correction, then this could be 1, 2, 3, correction, 1, 2, 3. And then that's 3 big waves. And then what is this, the next part of the correction? So it's that wave that threw me off. Otherwise, I could see 5 waves right here. But this one was just not fitting in with the previous part of the correction. So if this was another wave, 1, 2, 3, 2, and then this is just a big 1, 2, 3. And obviously, let me change the color of that. Just something that you can see better. Please, may I please change the color? Trading view. Double clicking. Okay, well, there's a glitch in the matrix and it won't let me change the color. But do you understand the difference between the big waves and the subwaves? The small waves are part of the bigger waves. They're inside each other and they overlap. And they're infinite. If you zoom in, there are infinite 5 waves or 3 waves. If you zoom out, there are infinitely 5 waves or 3 waves. It's very fascinating. I think that's what that is. Then we've got more waves coming down. That looks like a 1, 2, 3, and another 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So I think it's got one more wave to come down. To the downside. How far is it going to go? Well, it might make a new low, actually. If that is a big 1, 2, 3 up, then and the correction isn't done, then this could make a new low, which can't go minus, though. There's not much room for it to make a new low. So what's the lowest it got? Right around right there. Is that the low? 0.0002. Let me circle it. That might have been the low right here. This was a good trade right here. The moving averages all crossed to the upside and then fanned out. And then there was a good sell signal at the top that would have given me a perfect signal to get out up there while everyone else had their thumb up there, you know what? No offense. Nice. Oh, look at this sell signal up here too. Wow. Awesome. So yeah, that last one right there would have been the spot. Now, knowing me, I probably would have been early and probably got out around here. But if you ladder in and out some percentage of what you have to trade instead of just going all in and all out in trades, then you can, if you miss the best opportunity, you can get the second best opportunity. And for example, if you missed that top, there was another chance right where it came back up. Right there. And I probably would have tried to play that bounce. This room. Tried to scalp that. Also down here, you could have scalped it here and sold right there. But that's dangerous because it's a bear market. You know it's a start of a bear market. How do you know? Because impulsive waves don't overlap. Like this looked like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because this does not overlap with this. But then when you see this all overlapping, you know it's not making a next wave up. Well, I would know. So that's why if you get in on one of these dips, if you catch it in time, you can just scalp it up and just exit as soon as there's a good chance. You don't have to ride it up all the way to that top. You might just ride it up all to the top of that candle, and it would have went from 1 cent up to almost 2 cents, which doesn't seem like much, but that's doubling in like one candle. That would have been in one day. You could have doubled up. Pretty impressive. However, there is risk, obviously. Trade at your own risk, and I personally don't hodl not on purpose. Sometimes if I missed a trade, I'm holding it for a little while, but I'm not just like blindly hodling like all these people. That is dangerous because what's the underlying asset? Nobody even knows. I mean, people pretend like they know. Oh, I just found something here on the daily chart. We have a death cross. These all crossed under right here. That white line is now on the top, and the colored lines are now on the bottom. That's a bearish sign that it's going down. So I would look for a buy signal. Oh, that's a crazy looking chart. Does this have a really low volume or something? There was a buy signal there. And here was here. But then it went up on the RSI, and look what happened. It was down. Obviously, I missed it because I didn't even know this existed. So, and right now we're just in limbo in between. I'm going on the closer time frames. This is really weird reading that super blocky chart. Obviously, it's 3 waves up right now. Looks like it's probably going to come back down because these waves are overlapping. This wave is overlapping price with this. So it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. Because 4 is inside of wave 1 territory. Does that make sense? Marcus is cheersing to me. Thank you. Thank you so much for everyone commenting. We've got a bunch of people tuning in. This is my very first live on this new channel. This is the Daily Doji number 46, but I was doing them on my main channel. Now I made a channel just dedicated to just stock and crypto, and probably investing in general. I might talk about some other investing stuff, but pretty much stocks and crypto trading, pretty much just technical analysis is what this channel is going to be about. So make sure to subscribe because I just started it, and you might miss the notifications because it's such a new channel. But I've been doing the technical analysis for several months in a row on my other channel. So I'll put the playlist from my previous channel in the comments. Actually, just so let's see. Where do I have that? I'll put a link to it in the comments now. The playlist from my previous channel so that you can see all the videos leading up to this. All right. It's taking forever to load everything right now for some reason. So let me know if you want to see anything else before I tune out. probably got 5 minutes left before I end it. So let me see. I'm trying to see my playlists, and it's not. It didn't. It's not cooperating with me. What's happening? Okay. Bear with me. I'm getting the link so that everyone has the link. And I'm doing it now because I have a bunch of stuff to do once I sign off on the live. But yeah, this is my brand new channel. Welcome. I have a bunch of channels. I've been doing YouTube for about 7 years. I'm trying to get one that has my playlist in the comments. I usually posted it there. There we go. Why don't any of the playlists work? I'm just discovering that I think my links don't work in my description. All right, I'll have to post it after. It's taking up my live. Okay, so let's see. Eddie said Nokia is a sleeping giant. I heard they might be linked to satellite that's going to get put on the moon. Can you let me know? I'm going into it, more shares as possible. Okay, let me check Nokia. I have Nokia, I think, a little bit in another account where I was kind of more like my hodling account or my swing trading account. So let me check out Nokia. I know it's on my list. Actually, it's in my chart somewhere already. Oh, I forgot we're on lag. We're lagging, so. Oh, the S&P is close to 4,500, like I've been predicting. Let's see if it goes up to 46 or if it can't. There's gold, silver, CCIV. Okay, those are the ones we did. I have Nokia up here already, I should. And some of these are ones people ask me about. Some of them are ones that I was just looking at for myself. Don't see it, so it's probably in one of these. NVIDIA. Nokia, there we go. Okay, I can already tell that it's... We had this giant spike in here, which pretty much is probably going to head up towards that. However, ooh, wait a minute. I see a sell signal on the daily. This is my sell signal. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Right here, coming down, 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 going up, up, up. That is a sell signal for me. Now, it could do that same thing even more and keep coming down and keep going up a couple more maybe, but it can't keep doing that for very long. So this might be the... Was this a 1, 2, 3 right here? And then this is coming down as some kind of 1, 2, 3. Hypothetically, I'm just, let's see. Let's see on the weekly what's going on. Okay. Okay, well, this is a nice chart. All the way back to 1994. There's a good bull market back there to reference. Look how this correction, look at it, how big it is. See, this is what I want to be telling people every time that they, like, every time something starts to dip and then they start going, oh, it's going to the moon. No, that's not how the market works. this was in 2000. This has been 21 years of correction. That is insane. That's why you don't hodl. I mean, that's why I don't hodl. So that's why I read these waves. It's just personally, I'm not making fun of anyone. I know that it's hard. You know, sometimes it sounds easier. And, you know, there are people out there making it seem easy. Sometimes it's easy, but it's easy in hindsight. But look at this sell signal. Boom. That was right there. But then look what happened. Kerplunk on the RSI all the way down to there at the peak. That was such a juicy, that was such a sell signal. Wow. That was all the way back in the year 2000 though. I didn't even know about Elliott waves at that point. But anyway, that's, you know, that's good info. That's good history lesson. Here it happened again, where it's going here, here. And again, I talk about this more in my online course. Let's see. My course is kind of like this, except obviously it's not live. So since this is live, I feel like I'm on the clock trying to explain what's going on right now with this. But in my course, I'm not giving the today info. I'm giving the general strategy so that it's timeless. These Elliott waves, you know, you could have used this back in the year 2000. You could use it now. You can use it for crypto. You can use it for stocks. It's awesome. I mean, in my opinion, that's obviously the reason why I'm doing Elliott waves, because it's been pretty good. I mean, like I said, it's not 100% foolproof. I feel like I have to say that just because some idiot will be like, you know, entitled to winning every trade. Well, that's not how it works. The market doesn't care about you or me. The market is just like a mass psychology. Now, okay, there is one good sign here I can see. It didn't happen yet, and it might not happen, but see these moving averages about to cross over the white moving average? If that crosses over and stays up there, it could start a new bull market. I mean, this could have been the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is a long, annoying correction. But then what was that? Is that the start of the next wave? 1, 2. Wave 1 had 5 waves, actually. So if this is some kind of, if this is part of the next wave, it's gonna be awesome. I am holding on to some Nokia now. I don't know when I got it. It was like $2. Maybe it was right here. Maybe it was back here. It was probably back here because oh no, that was 2012. It wasn't back there. It was probably here and here that I was looking for those dips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do see a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there, and then 1, 2, 3. So if this is a 1, 2, the next wave up is going to be over $10 if that happens. But we do have a sell signal, so it's on the, well, yeah, on the daily. So that's That is warning me. And in fact, I have some right now, and I'm in profit. So I might think about selling, and then I might put an alert here. Let's see when the next time we dip down. I'm out of alert. I think I used all my alerts. I'm going to upgrade my plan since now I have that group, so I can have an unlimited amount of alerts. And if you, my Facebook group is free. There's a link in the description, or at least there should be a link in the description. And yes, there's a link to the free Facebook group. And you can reach out to me in there if you want in on the premium group with the trading signals. All right, so Eddie, about getting into Nokia. Well, this isn't the best time to enter a new trade. You might want to wait until this situation fixes itself, but then again, if you ignore the RSI and trade off of the moving averages, when it comes back closer to that white line or under it, could be a next entry point. And since I already entered and I'm already in the trade, this is potentially a good exit point if you're in profit. And if it keeps going up and then down on the RSI, you could just sell little by little. You don't have to dump all of it at once if you're unsure if it's going to go up more. Alrighty, that's it for me in this video. Unless you have any more questions, I'll stick around for a couple minutes because I know that there's a lag on the video. So I'll wait a couple minutes. If anyone has a question or any final symbols or anything I missed, let me know in the comments right now. And if you're watching this in the replay, let me know in the comments and I'll just do it in the next video. Wow, we had 12 people tune in. Not bad for my very first live on this channel. Again, I have been doing this 5 days a week on my other channel, but I branched it off to make this channel just for this. And thank you for the thumbs up. I see someone else gave me one. I appreciate that. If you're watching and haven't given a thumbs up, please do. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm, and the comments seem to help even more. When people start commenting, it finally, the algorithm will finally start showing other people. So if you do tune into my live in the future, right when you sign in, just say hi, and that really helps the videos. And let's get this info out there because so many people are trading just based on hype and just based on FOMO or YOLO. They're either FOMOing or YOLOing. And that's, in my perspective, that's not a very smart way to trade. Now, it's okay if you were doing that, if you're a beginner. If you find better way, then just change to a better way. And what makes it a better way? Well, the results make it a better way or not. The results are what's important. We're not just tuning in here I'm not just doing this to hear myself talk and to flap my gums. I'm here to get results. I'm here to help you to get results. So let's do it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Mike. Good to see you. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Marcus. And anyone else that commented or anyone else that's watching, I appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow with another Daily Doji. Stay tuned. I should be doing them 5 days a week. If not, I should be, if I miss one, I'll be back the very next day. I've been going live around 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday through Thursday. And I'm sticking more and more to that schedule. So stay tuned. Make sure to hit the bell icon if you haven't so that you get notified. And I'll see you in my free Facebook group. And for those of you that are in the Telegram group already, see you in there. Have an amazing day. On purpose, trade at your own risk. And remember to trust nature and live alkaline. Peace.